gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer.
What's going on, guys? BSG Trek Fan 88 here. This is going to be about a 5-minute video, just to give you a heads up, just a quick video. I've mentioned in the past that I follow thatguywiththeglasses.com, Spoonie Experiment, and of course the Angry Video Game Nerd. Now, I'm not going to get into huge details here. If you know who I'm talking about, good. If you don't know who I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and start off with the Angry Video Game Nerd and look at his earlier work and then work your way forward.
Uh-oh, I'm really fucked now. I gotta land on an aircraft carrier. A feat that's impossible. Your radar monitor gives you instructions on how to land, but no matter what you do, you still crash. You know, it's like every time I get to this part, I think I might have a chance. This is gonna be it. I'm finally gonna land the plane. Speed down. Left, left. Speed up. Right, right. Speed up. Speed down. Left, left. Speed up. Speed down. Up, up. Up, up. I'm hitting up.
Ass! Fuck!
Back before YouTube, or maybe even when it first came out, I honestly forget years and dates, 2006, 2005, James Rolfe, who is the Angry Video Game Nerd, basically started or was one of the first really popular, really good or well done versions, if you will, of somebody who does online reviews, and his choice, of course, was bad video games. And as they say, the rest is history. He got a really big following. ScrewAttack.com signed a deal with him at one point. You know, he partnered with the nostalgia critic Doug Walker, and that's pretty much where I first started paying attention. I honestly forget how I first discovered the nerd, but I know it was the same year that they released their first mashup. You know, That Guy with the Glasses, everybody on that site who did reviews, and then the nerd. If you want to YouTube it right now, it's AVGN Brawl, or Critic Nerd Brawl, or yeah, Critic Nerd Brawl, whatever. A few years ago, it was announced that James Rolfe wanted to make a movie, and over the past few years, it's been made. And originally, the first thing that he did, besides researching things, was he held a Indiegogo. What is that, the correct one? A Kickstarter, and you could donate, and I did donate. I donated $30, and I got a signed autograph photo, which unfortunately I lost. I really wish I had that, but I donated. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but if you know the Angry Video Game Nerd and you're following his content, you know that it's been his lifelong dream to make a movie that's been released worldwide or in theaters. The dedication and the amount of work that he puts into not just the Angry Video Game Nerd shorts, but this film, you know, I'm happy I went and saw it in theaters tonight. You can read the synopsis on IMDb. The movie is it perfect? No. The special effects, you could say in a word, are cheesy, but they're supposed to be cheesy. But this is one of those movies. It's an independent film. It was entirely funded by fans. It cost like $330,000 to make a 2-hour film, which, to be honest, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, on the whole, you know, I'd give it a 7 or 8 on IMDb. I mean, for what it is, the plot, the characters, the acting, the humor. I mean, there's a couple jokes that fall flat. That's to be expected, but overall, I'm happy I went out and saw this. You know, following the developments over the past few years, you know, when he puts out a statement on his website saying, "Oh, we finally got the the filming location squared away, or we got casting done, props, miniatures. We did this, we did that. You know, all the behind the scenes documentaries. It was just really nice to go out and see this film. You know, Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic, had a cameo. A whole bunch of guys did, and gals. But if you're a fan of the Nostalgia Critic and you have never watched an Angry Video Game Nerd review, please go watch it. If you're a fan of, you know, old school video games, you'd really appreciate this film. I liked it. You know, I'm really tired right now. It's been a long day, and I drove a lot. I drove an hour and a half to get to the theater, to the Boston screening. So this isn't really as much of a review as it's just you know, just me talking to you guys. You know, I'm very happy for James, because this guy. There's a couple documentaries that I've seen, and you know, it talks about how, you know, he was growing up, and in school he always made these videos, and it was his life. And this is before he made the movie. You know, he talked about how it's his lifelong goal to do this thing, to make a movie, to show it. And it just goes to show you that if you put your mind to something and you really want to get something done, you can do it. And this guy, James, did it. So I just got back from it. Overall, again, good, solid movie. Had a lot of fun. It was a sold-out theater, so it was, I don't know how many people. It wasn't a huge theater, but it wasn't a small one. So good chunk of people. Every seat filled, and you knew that, you're there. You know that everybody who's in that theater is a fan. So you know that they're all gonna, you know, appreciate the same thing as you do. So it was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, I don't think they're going to be in theaters for more than a weekend. You know, rent it, download it when it comes out. I think it's going to sell for like $5 to $10. If you're a fan of the Nerd, give it a watch. This is BHG Trek 88, guys. Have a good night. See ya.